Morning. I keep forgetting to do where we're parking at night, but this is last night's park. This were at Heilbronn. Get that for a camper. And I was talking to that fella last night. He says, "Oh, I need to come in and check before that I've got space before I come in." So no, alright, fair enough. And then I saw him come in with that. That's a bit big. I think you're restricted on places you could park that, to be fair. Anyway, this is where we are, heading across to the Czech Republic from here. So it's about a 4-hour drive to a place called Takov, which is T-A-C-H-O-V. This is Heilbronn, which is H-E-I-L-B-R-O-N-N. So that's our park up for that. Beautiful. It's been good. Been a good stop, to be fair. Oh, I'm waiting here, it's pretty stupid. Whoops, morning. We're in Prague this morning. We're just making our way into the city. Still a bit to go, but there's some quite nice dominating buildings that we've passed just down there. But, yeah, it's been, see how we get on. Well, the city centre is over the river over there, so we've got this river to cross. There'll be a bridge up here somewhere that we're going to cross. Looks quite nice though. Yeah, we're just about to cross over into the city now. Not been too bad of a walk, to be fair. Yeah, Christy said it's been quite easy really. Just come up another flight of steps, so there's your first proper look at the city. One thing that we have noticed is there's a hell of a lot more graffiti here than there is anywhere else. A hell of a lot more. Oh, incidentally, a lot of the trams are made by Skoda. Yeah, we're at one of the oh, that's weird. We're at one of the Christmas markets here in Prague. I don't think you're going to beat the ones that are in Germany, but there's supposed to be some nice ones that are here. It's supposed to be a destination that people come to. Anyway, this is the first one that we've seen. We're not right in the centre. Looks like it's just open for the day. It's good. Maybe we'll have something on one of them later on. Oh dear. We're on cold bacon sandwiches again today. We've got a bit, actually, quite honest, we've got a bit of a taste for them at the minute, so.
Lucky, innit?
Yeah. There's definitely a sweet smell, but it's not cinnamon, is it?
No.
It's I don't know. Still quite a sugary smell. Yeah. Nice little markets. I quite like them when they're nice and small like this. I think they're really good. Oh, I can smell the glühwein. Yeah, it's nice. Quite domineering buildings that we've got, you know, like quite official looking. Okay, this is what's called the Powder Tower. Look at that. So we get a bit better look at it. Have to bear with me a sec. It is a very, very tall tower. But yeah, they call that the Powder Tower. This is what it's attached to, this building here. It's like the Odeon Cinema. It's a cafe and that posh cafe underneath. That's quite nice, that. They do a lot of tours around in these fancy old looking cars, although that one does look like an old car. We've seen a few of them, look at that. How cool is that one? Yes, there's tours all over the city. I think that's a clever idea, that, to be fair. Very different. Yeah. There's another look back at the tower. I think Christine wants another photo. We've decided to climb that tower. Well, the same way. Christine. There's a fair bit to go here. Well, look at them. They're quite good then. Onwards and upwards. Wow. Wow. Anyway, out we go. Sorry. These are the views of Prague from the tower, the Powder Tower. Some copper work. I think we're heading there next. I think. Possibly. And then the cathedral right over there in the background later. If not today, possibly tomorrow. Thank you. I must admit it wasn't the most difficult climb we've ever had to do.
No.
Well, look at that down.
Yeah.
Tops of these. Again, there's and that brings us pretty much full circle. There's a castle up there, look. You seen it? We're at the Basilica of St. James. go and have a look in. It's a strange way in, but they all have these for cleaning windows. Wow. Nice to hear somebody playing as well. Even if they are only practicing. The organ up there, or one of the organs, or pipes. I think he's got his fingers stuck on the key. Oh no, he hasn't. Very dark building. Oh, there he'll be. He'll be up there somewhere playing. I think he's playing "Oh Come All Ye Faithful" fancily. Or maybe not. But look at the ceiling. Look at that. How fantastic is that? Whoops, Daisy. Look at that. Very different. I'll tell you what, oh, there's the nativity. I think what the word was. Yeah. The people here speak excellent English. Well, everybody we've spoke to so far now, presuming most of them are the young, and the young do tend to be quite fantastic. But this is a gorgeous church. Very different. Whoops-a-daisy. Look at that. Brilliant. Beautiful. Quite fantastic. It is nice to hear people practicing and playing when you're walking around the church. Beautiful. This is also a friary as well. This is also a friary as well. So, you can still hear him playing. Oh, you can get into the garden bit, so we'll have a look in there. I don't know whether they call this I don't know if they call it, what is it, cloister or something they call the bit in the middle. I'm not really sure. Wow. Not sure where Christine's gone. Wow. Let's have a look, see if are we allowed down there? The Hall of John Lukenborg. And this is oh, we can go through there in a minute. I'll just wait for Christine. Alright? Oh, didn't we?
So I said, oh, okay. So I said, how much do I owe you? She said, it's free. Did you say that? Didn't make any sense.
And that way, I presume, maybe?
I think so.
Push.
Didn't make any sense.
Wow. Nice and warm in here. Okay. Yeah, we'll go into the room. Apparently this friary is the oldest friary in Europe. It's over 800 years old originally. I mean, obviously the buildings would have changed a bit since. But, oh, there's somebody playing. Look at the organ. There you are, look. Well. Wow. Huh.
Large number of pipes in the Czech Republic.
Pardon?
The largest number of pipes in the Czech Republic.
Yeah, the organ have got the largest number of pipes in the Czech Republic, Christine's just said. 800 and what?
8,277 pipes.
8?
8,277 pipes.
Alright, 8,277 pipes. Yeah. And the organ's from 1705, I don't know if you heard that. We'll have a walk around. Yeah. Well, when I went in the gardens earlier, the gardens had, they used to grow roses and violets were the main flowers. There was also used as a place for contemplation. Yeah, you've been there. You've been there. You've been there. You've been there. Hold on a minute. You actually make your way through the cafe area to the jewels. Wow, look at that. That can't be real. Is it? No. I think these must be copies. Possibly. Look. Wow. And that would fit a big head. Oh, right, okay, there is a little bit in English about it. So this one is the crown of the Roman king kept in Aachen, Germany. It was made in Prague in 1340s. at the instigation of Charles IV. The original is mounted on the reliquary bust of Charlemagne. Well, this one, let's have a look. Let's get around this side of it. This is the crown of St. Stephen, also known as the Hungarian crown. It's the most important part of the Hungarian coronation on regalia and a major symbol of Hungarian statehood, appearing in the national coat of arms in the year 1000. Pope Sylvester II granted the Hungarian ruler Stephen I, who had been baptised, the royal title, and according to legend also sent him a crown. The original crown, however, has not survived. The present Hungarian crown of St. Stephen is composed of two parts of different origins and periods. And this one, here, this crown was used formally. This crown was used to formally confer the imperial title of the elected Roman king. It represents the culmination of the coronation process following the king's election. For example, Sigismund was crowned Roman king in 1414 and only became emperor in 1433. This delay had no impact on his reign. The coronation in Rome was largely a splendid spectacle, yet it remained highly significant for Charles IV, who was the most treasured of all regalia. And this one is the crown of St. Wenceslas. The crown of St. Wenceslas is the oldest and most important part of the Czech coronation jewels. Dedicated to St. Wenceslas, the crown is kept together with the coronation sceptre and orb in the so-called coronation chamber above the chapel of St. Wenceslas in the Cathedral of St. Vitus, Wenceslas and Adalbert. The crown was commissioned by Charles IV, heir to the Czech throne, during his father's lifetime. It was not the personal property of the king, but belonged to the entire country through its heavenly patron. Well, let's have a look in here. This is an exhibition, so, of somebody's work. No. Oh, there's one more crown I've missed. Didn't see this one. So we'll just get this one. This crown is a crown containing a nail from Christ's cross, the original of which was made in early medieval Italy, probably between the 5th and 9th centuries. The Langobards were a Germanic tribe that ruled northern Italy during the migration period. The gold crown weighs less than half a kilo and has a diameter of only 15 centimetres, making it wearable only on a child's head. This raises the question of whether it was ever used for coronations or if it served merely as a symbolic object. So, a nail from Christ's cross. Unless that's what is the bit in the middle, the metal in the middle. Maybe that's what it means and being reforged. Don't think Christine saw that. She went off to do her own thing. Hang on a minute. Yeah, that's definitely it. That's supposed to be one of the nails from the crucifixion, and then that was reforged to make this crown on that band. Allegedly. We're into what's called Coronation Hall now. The ceiling is really quite nice. So I think we'll be going to that Wenceslas Cathedral, church or whatever it is. Wow, there's some of the bits of some of the pipes. You know, a lot cooler room, that one. Into this room. Very cold rooms. These rooms that you go into. Keep them a lot colder than this. The main rooms are kept quite warm, to be fair. That's the Prague lounge. What's that then? Oh, ladies, I think they're toilets. Christine will go and have a look. I think they're toilets. I think. Yeah. What's this one? Oh, Luxembourg lounge. I think they're rooms that the friars would have used. I think looking down, I think they all look down onto the gardens below. I noticed all around the friary part they play in this relaxing music. It's good. Just looking out onto more gardens. I suppose it's where the monks live now. I know that this was all it's a small bit if you see. A lot of it was all rebuilt in the 1800s. It's a leather door. Apparently these gardens were famed for roses, violets, lilacs, and also a place for contemplation for the monks, apparently. Okay, we made our way down into like the centre of Prague with the Christmas market. Definitely smells really good again. The tree looks fantastic. I'm not sure what's going on there. We'll have a little bit of a walk around. But the buildings in the square are really nice as well. Look at that. The square, it does smell quite fantastic.
Did she bring you one back?
We've just had our dinner, bacon sandwiches. We should be alright now. I don't have to have bacon now until after Christmas. But what we have seen is somebody walking around with chimney cake. So, oh, that smells good. Yeah, with chimney cake. So we might be having one of them in a bit, or sharing one. I wonder what that is. Traditional Moravian cake. really sure. Fish strips. Prague chocolate. Some of the chocolates that I've seen look really nice. Not sure what's going on up now. Oh, I think it's just people having a beer and that. You got your roasted chestnuts. There's a tree, look. It's absolutely stunning. Beautiful market. I can smell chimney cake now. I think I can see one there. That fella's got one there, look. So they're doing potato chips, where they're making crisps fresh for you, freshly fried, or hot-filled dumplings, roasted chestnuts. Really nice. Oh, found the stall we need. Okay, where's Christine gone? I've lost her. Oh, I'll have to find Christine now. These are chimney cakes, look. Oh, look, she's making them now. Go around the other side, show you we're making them. So, there we are, look. So there they are being, oh, it smells fantastic. They're being made, look. And put on racks. And then when they're put on racks, you'll, oh, they are coated in sugar, hung on the racks, and then from the racks, you go on to the barbecue. Oh, they smell fantastic. I think these are apple ones, I think. Smelling absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. And then we're having hazelnut cream in it. So.
Pardon?
One more.
Thank you. Oh, I can tell you they're lovely and warm. That's mine. What would I hate with these? Things like a Nutella on there. Nice and warm. There's Christine's, look. So that's what they look like. Look at that. Gorgeous they are. Nice. Okay, we've eaten that now. That was gorgeous. I'll tell you what it is. It's like apple, cinnamon and sugary thing with like that's like Nutella chocolate inside. Oh. And of course they've just been cooked as well over the barbecue. I can't tell you, they're absolutely gorgeous. When we discovered them a couple of years ago, we had one that was full of ice cream, didn't we? Oh, it was mad, it was gorgeous. Yeah, well, like kids with that, it was everywhere. Rolling pins. Huh? Fried rolling pins. Well, there's patterns. Yeah, what a fantastic market, very busy. Well, everywhere else in Prague's empty, isn't it? Except for here. Yeah, really nice. Gorgeous, gorgeous town. Well, this part of town is, it's when you start to get out from the old town, there's a hell of a lot of graffiti. Oh, it smells fantastic around here. These are barbecuing as well, look, on here. All barbecued, look. Oh, look at them, the kebabs, look. Hey, don't they look good? Wow. Right, I think Christine wants some photos doing now.
Stay with me, get a picture here.
And this is a tree up close. Beautiful tree. Beautiful tree. Do you know what I like about some of these markets while you're abroad is you've got people that are doing things as well, making things, doing things. There's the Meridian. Call it Prague Meridian.
To jsou nosní konstrukce.
This is some of the stuff that he makes. I don't think there's anything of anything that we would want. Very busy around here. There's the tree again. Very busy. Beautiful, beautiful market. I think Christine wants to do something around by the baubles. And a very modern nativity. We're at the Prague astronomical clock. Not sure if it's going to do anything. It's about a few seconds to 1. So with a bit of luck it'll do something at 1 o'clock. Maybe it'll do a little bit more than the one in Strasbourg.
I doubt it.
Yeah, we'll see anyway. We'll see. But we noticed an awful lot of people waiting. Here we go. Death ringing the bell on the right, look. Yeah, I think we needed to be stood a bit further back to see those that's in the... I wonder if they're saints that's going around these. They all seem to have a halo, don't they? Oh, that's it. We're up the tower for another view. We're a little bit higher this time. There's the market below. Thank you. There's some more of the market. Wow. Now that is a good view. Sorry. The market across the city. These are a bit. I mean, some of the buildings are spectacular though. Look at them. Amazing. Really nice. I think that's definitely the cathedral that's over there. Wow. Fantastic. view. Amazing. And the market.
¿Qué no me gusta es comentar?
¿Qué pasa? ¿Que tiene que ser?
Jim. Beautiful. The market, the tree lot. Look at that. Beautiful. We're still in the tower. And, look at that. How fantastic is that? Stunning. Yeah. This is it in the tower bit, where we at the bottom of what we've just been up to. Really nice. Fantastic. Yeah, what is it? It's a beautiful, beautiful town. Gorgeous town. City. Calling it a town. It's a city. I don't know what this is. Seems to attract a fair amount of people. There's a water fountain. There's a pump there, look, you pump it and then the water will come out. Yeah, it'll be switched off, I should think, for winter. Don't imagine for 1 minute it's operating at the moment. Look at the buildings. Look how beautifully decorated they are. Sell a lot of absinthe here. Look, there's one of them cars, look. Yeah, they sell an awful lot of absinthe. Nice way to travel. What? That's the one that you couldn't get in earlier, isn't it? We came round the front of there. You'd be alright, go on then. Now this is St Nicholas Church, and there's it looks like there's a thing going on, so we'll give that a miss. The buildings are, well, I don't know what to call them, what the word would be there. They're like quite spectacular, aren't they, in their own way. Yeah. Extravagant. Yeah. Yeah, extravagant, I think is the word. Apparently there's a place here in Prague where when the Russians came and tried to take over the country, and there was some students that wanted to protest against being overthrown. So a load of university students then made a pact to commit suicide, and one of them who actually went ahead and did it and put down why, he's commemorated apparently all over the city, and on his deathbed he was telling his other people that he made a pact with to do it in the protest, that how painful it was dying like how he was. So all of them except for one changed their minds. So his friend still did it, his best friend still did it. So the pair of them, you know, are commemorated. And I think that was the start of Russian, what do you call it, occupation or whatever, influence. All changed, and I think the government was overthrown at that part. And I might be getting some of that wrong, but that's kind of my interpretation of it. So it seems to me there's an awful lot of countries that don't necessarily want to be ruled by Russia. Mind you, in the state of the world today, 10 years time, who knows where we're going to be. Anyway, we're headed towards the cathedral now, and anything else that we may see on the way. Wow, yeah, look at that. All like opulent. Is that the word? Opulent. Wow. Ultra cute. I think they call that King Charles Bridge.
Not King, it's Charles.
I think they wrote it down as Karl of Must. Must means bridge. Must as well, we have that as bridge. And quite an old bridge. Beautiful city though. Beautiful city. But boy, it's getting cold now. It's getting cold. Anyway, we're heading up that way there, which is towards the castle and the cathedral. So we'll see. There's another one of them cars, look. Hey? There's quite a few of them about. I suppose it's the streets are too small and narrow to do like the bus tours, so I suppose people make their money doing that. Bit of a view backwards across the city. We've come up to the which is the castle up on the hill that we was looking at before, and this is St Vitus Cathedral. So we're going to take a look in there. It's a beautiful square up here in the castle. If it's open, that's the thing. There's an awful lot of tourists here, to be fair. Nice square. Just got to find the entrance, that's all. So I assume it's down here. But we'll see. We'll see. Quite spectacular. Right next to the cathedral, which is here, is this square. And there's a queue. Christine sees a queue. She often wants to join it. She doesn't necessarily care what it's for. She'll find out when she gets there. But, wow, look at that. Oh yeah. Look at that. How fantastic is that? And there is a nativity scene. Do seem to like a carved nativity scene here in Prague. So, that's quite cool. There you go. It's quite good. Anyway, into the cathedral. I think it's this way. Seems to be where everybody else is going. Yeah. So So the Great South Tower of St. Vitus Cathedral. Well, we've climbed the cathedral tower. There's the clock and the clock mechanism. Well, let's say a little clock and the clock mechanism. Let's go and have a look outside. So this is our third tower today. Now that is a view. That's looking back across. Thank you. What a fantastic view of Prague. This is the castle as well, by the way, and this is the cathedral within it. And we're parked way over there somewhere. Somewhere. Wow, look at that. I think it was built in the 1400s.
Non si vede la torre, che cosa fa? Metto un cerchino.
It's fantastic views. Fantastic views. Just shame that the mist and that is coming in at the minute. The square down below. Wow, it's like another city up here. Pardon?
The British Charles Bridges, you see.
Yeah. Sorry. And then Kristen was just on about how busy Charles Bridge is over there. Well, this is like, it's like two separate cities.
Well, the passport out that as well, weren't it?
Yeah, Budapest was the same, yeah. Well, you're very just coming across then.
Yeah,
or
we've got
going
it past,
across.
didn't
Yeah. Beautiful.
That's
Okay, the bells that you can just possibly see there, they're the largest bells in the Czech Republic. From another lake here. There they are. The last tower we're doing in Prague. Whoa. Absolutely knackered. That was hard work climbing up there. I know Christine was on about how do we get in, well, I don't know, but if we walk our way around, I'm sure we'll find the way in to the cathedral. Must be around the other side. Okay, we've managed to get into the cathedral. Okay, gonna need your tickets there, Christine. Thank you. Not sure what's been covered up, to be fair, but very ornate. I think they're quite modern. Well, we'll do the like we normally do. Now that's a nice stained glass window. Staircase. We'll go down the side first, down the middle, and then down the other side if we can. Confessionals. Oh, and that's the bridge that they were talking about, which was the King Charles Bridge. And we're up around inside this castle area somewhere. And there's Prague, the side where we came from originally.
Nie zadaję zagadek.
Getting a bit of a blockade of people coming up now. It's obviously something that everybody comes to look at. Not got a clue what it is. I do like the fact that that's painted on the wall itself. Whereas the other ones are like tapestries and paintings and things. So. Very busy in here.
No spoko. No wszyscy szli na kolana.
Ja nie.
Nie w ogóle byłeś? Czy to jest długo?
Ale byłam w Licha.
Mojej babci się tam skaziliśmy. Więc może Miłosz też tam. No i widać słownictwo wszystko stosowane.
I think because it all narrows down, that's why it's so busy.
Ja miałam bez uczestnictwa.
Very ornate.
Bez czego? Bez szóstki czy bez uczestnictwa?
Ale ja nie miałem żadnych pytań do zobaczenia.
Paintings are great. I like it when you can see the painting actually on the wall itself. We'll see if we can get into the central part of it with a bit of luck.
Prime Minister, Mayor of Prague, Chair of Parliament, Chair of we should all come together, unlock the door, and only then we shall crown rules. It only happened 8 times in the 20th century, and our president wants to make it new habit, where we'll put it on display every year. But a few for our crown rules.
Wow. Not sure what that was, but something to do with presidents and prime ministers and kings and queens and things. Have I missed my opportunity to get into the middle? You can't actually get into the middle section, to be fair. You can only look around the side. So there's a church organ. Church organ. The organ. These people are actually inside and well, pardon? No. Kristen says we need to head inside here. Wow. Look at that. I think we just saw this from the other side, didn't we?
I did big, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, excuse me.
That was nice. Unbelievably busy place. There's one of the organs up there. Look. I'm a little bit annoyed really because well, when you come in, you're supposed to do this and work your way round.
Oh, go back and do that.
You can't.
Oh, hell.
Okay, what's annoyed us is, I get there's a one-way system that goes around this cathedral, but for that middle section there, you have to see that on the way in. You can't go back, you can't come back in again unless you pay again to come back in. You're not allowed to cut through, you've got to leave. And I really find out like that. It just makes the place, to me, it just makes a mockery of your religion and everything like that. I just think it's just basically taking a piss. I don't think it's about religion. I just think it's all about making money and nothing else. Now, people might not like that, what I've just said, but personally, that's how I feel. And you say, well, it's not about that. Well, please somebody tell me and explain to me then why, when I've walked past that bit, being as it's supposed to belong to the people, I can't walk back and go and have another look, or a proper look. Unbelievable. Anyway, to try and get over that, but it is what it is. There's the pipes anyway. They're quite modern then, to be fair. Very modern. And these are your last two stained glass windows. It's a shame that. Anyway, we're back in again now. What a farce that was. Man, I still feel the same way about it. I think it's considering it's supposed to be a place of worship for the people and belonging to the people, and the church is one of the richest organisations that's in the world, I think it's basically taking a piss. Anyway, some people have to believe, and that's what it is. So this is what all we wanted to do, was to come and look at this little bit, because we missed it. And I think it's quite disgusting and disgraceful that we weren't allowed to do that. Anyway, we're in here now. The woman in the where you get your tickets from, I don't think she was too chuffed either. So she wrote all over the ticket they've got to let us in. So we're here now. And we can get a proper look now. So yeah, rant over. And the only thing is, I really don't care or upset whoever watches the video. If it pisses you off, I don't care. Let's see, they've done the same look. Right then, done. That's the only bit we... I actually think the outside is like that. It's really, really nice. Really nice. I think we'll be in Prague for an extra day, so we'll have done 3 nights, but we're alright for time. We're not, it's not a big problem for us. We're hooked up on electric, and aren't we? Yeah. We've got water, can empty the toilet, so it's not a big issue. Coming to, it's like another church across the road, Rantover. We're in the Basilica now. Don't know what that means, I'm going to be honest. It means church. They have all these different names for churches. I think it's basically a queue. We mustn't miss anything.
No.
Because that is a lesson learnt. Yeah. Oh wow, look at that on the ceiling. So, look at that. Look there, the old, that part of the old painting that's left. And then yeah, it's important to catch everything on the way through, because you miss it otherwise. Just a bit of, just tiny bits of, yeah, just tiny bits of painting left on the ceiling.
Yeah.
On there, I don't know if you can see that. And, it's really nice. bathroom there looks quite spectacular. So we'll get this down here. Everybody seems to be having a nosy round at this, whatever that is. Don't know. There's a coffee
Ja, we mogen wel een biertje.
thing, whatever they call it. Just this. And then a look at this, which is, I don't know, some form of crypt. We'll get this one on the way out. It's a shame you couldn't get closer to where all the painted bit was that was really nicely decorated. You can't get into that, it's behind the wall over there.
There's no way into that.
No. Yeah, thought you might have been able to see it from there, but you can't. Looked at the middle, and then we just follow this queue. And this has been, it's the Basilica of St. George. That's what this is. Let's put some skulls they've found and